One of the best to ever do it, and in most people's eyes, the best to do it. I'm not willing to go that far. We'll just have to wait and give it some time. Tom Brady finally, apparently, according to him, hung it up after 23 years in the biz. Good on him. See if it sticks. He's obviously got a position over at Fox or something like that. If he's going to go do that, okay, he didn't decide to go play for the boys over there, and this was totally unintentional, but hey, this is where we're at this point in time. And I'm not willing to really, eulogize his career right now, mostly because I need to see a snap of football without him, maybe even an entire season without him present on the field before I'm willing to just call it, because if you're a person of a certain age, you remember Brett Favre going through this saga, okay? Many other legends that just continue to go over and over again. Hopefully Tom Brady does buck that trend, the one retirement just because he had a disagreement with his ex-wife at this point in time. And he ended up making out good on that because now he's just going to be making hundreds of millions of dollars, and she's a 41-year-old single mother. Okay, guess what? Big ups to the big homie, Tom Brady. But another reason I'm starting to warm to him, even though, yes, Raiders fan and all of that stuff, okay, Ravens fan as well, pointing to my signed championship year helmet. You can see it. I don't think I've ever showed it off, but I got pictures and stuff, whatever. If you want to check me on that, and I don't want to be an Eliza Blue out there, just run on fake valor. I can show you if I want, but I don't, so whatever, just take my word for it. But him still, after all these years, still having a close relationship with his father, you love to see it. So according to his old man, he knew that his boy was going to be hanging it up at about a week ago. Tom Brady's father, Tom Brady Sr. Oh, so it's been TBJ for that long and nobody's run with that moniker? Interesting. Oh, that his son revealed to him about a week ago that he was retiring from the NFL for a second time before he announced it Wednesday morning. We're not shocked by any means, Tom Brady Sr. told the outlet on Wednesday. He played football for 32 years out of 45, living his dream for 3/4 of his life. It's been a wonderful ride. He's been very secure. Oh, he's very secure in his decision. It's about time. Yeah, wasn't leaked beforehand. Heck, even the run up to this, it was just all, okay, is he going to go back to the Tampa Bay Bucks? Okay, because there's a position there waiting for him. Is he going to go, live out the boyhood dream and go play for the hometown Niners? Is he going to go hook up with the Raiders over there? Okay, the Titans in play on this one? Or who knows, maybe he just wants to sign a ceremonial contract with the Patriots and retire up there. Who even knows? But the inkling that he was going to be playing again wasn't all that strong, okay? But then all of a sudden, he got the retirement that he wanted. Nobody leaked it. He didn't have to come back just in order to retire on his own accord. Good for him. And this would normally be, I seen this story, and obviously, yeah, it broke yesterday, and I thought that would end up just, clout jacking the Super Bowl. Hey, if Tom Brady's not going to be a part of it, doesn't mean that he hasn't, or doesn't have to be the big headlines running on Super Bowl week, as he has been on 10 other occasions. Holy. No. We got a player on the Eagles representing the NFC who's in some HOT water right now. Holy, what do we got right here? Philadelphia Eagles, 6'6". Okay. What's the big deal? Check out your boy right here. A tall 325-pound. I've been there at one point in time. Offensive lineman. Been there at one point in time. Josh Sills is indicted for kidnapping and raping a woman. Ooh, nope. Haven't been there before. Just days before the Super Bowl. Yeah, he's been indicted, bro. He's been snatched up by the cops on this one. Yo, what's with this timing right now? What's with this timing? Not saying that they should have prolonged it just because he's going to be in the Super Bowl or anything like that, but this isn't a new story or anything like that. This has been going around for a while. This is stemming from, I think, a 2019 investigation, but we're going to get into it, so why now? It's almost like it would get the biggest audience right now, and if that's what it is, and if this wasn't just, the investigation's all been wrapped up, and this is just the only time that we could come forward with this, color me a little bit skeptical. Josh Sills, an offensive lineman with the Philadelphia Eagles, has been indicted on rape and kidnapping charges just 10 days out from the Super Bowl. It's alleged that Sills, who is 6'6", 325, engaged in sexual activity that is non-consensual and held a victim against her will. Yeah, he's a big boy, okay? And if he is so inclined to engage in those behaviors, you could see it happening. I'm just, again, wondering why it took so long and what's the evidence on this. Because even back in 2019, back when everything was really popping off, And if this guy was somebody at some point in time, because I'll be completely honest, I've never heard Josh Sills' name before. He might be one hell of an offensive lineman. He's just, is this another one of those instances where it was an ex-girlfriend? It's like, well, I felt like I was in danger and he dumped me, but then it's like I can't take any sort of responsibility and I can't take rejection. So he was forcibly keeping me against my will for an indeterminate amount of time, whatever makes me seem more credible. Okay, I was in fear for my life, guys. Come on. So yes, here's the allegation from the Gunnery County Sheriff's Office. Forcibly restraining and raped a woman in December 2019, prompting, yes, same place, to launch a probe into the incident. So they launched a probe, and then they came to the conclusion that, yeah, this definitely happened. Following the investigation, and bro, mullet, seriously, why? Following the investigation, a grand jury indicted 25-year-old Sills on one felony count of rape and one felony count of kidnapping. He's expected in court February 16th. Oh, yo, he's been snatched up. He'll just be held in custody. He might be able to post bond. I would imagine there's going to be bond available. So he's going to end up missing out on the Super Bowl? Oh, man, that... Well, you know, if he's actually guilty of this stuff, which... innocent until proven guilty. Don't take this the wrong way, but that kind of sucks because he's just going to be sitting and not able to play. Sills went undrafted in 2022, but was picked up by the Eagles in April and went on to make their final roster, playing against the Cardinals in Week 5. Oh, okay, so he's really deep on the depth chart. All right. Attorney General released a statement which said in December 2019, the indictment says Sills engaged in sexual activity that was not consensual and held a victim against her will. Yeah, we've been over that. That's about the third or fourth time I've read this at this point. The crime was immediately reported. Okay, that definitely changes things. And Gunnery County Sheriff's Office conducted a detailed investigation. The case was presented to a grand jury and being prosecuted by the Special Prosecution Section of the Attorney General's Office. Sills was issued a summons to appear at Gunnery County Commons Plea Court at 1 p.m. on February 16th. On count, the jury found that Sills did engage in sexual conduct, okay, with the victim only referred to as MM. They said that purposely compelled her to submit to force or threat of force, okay. Count 2, the jury found the 25-year-old did, by force, threaten, or... by force, threat, or deception, remove MM from a place where she was found to restrain the liberty of her for the purpose of facilitating a commission of a felony. The way that that's worded, that could be anything, okay? He could be like, get over here, bitch! Or, thanks to the wiggle room that can be interpreted with the deception that's in there, this is where we could be hung up without any concrete evidence. Statement from Daily Mail. The Eagles acknowledge the organization is aware of the legal matter involving Josh Sills. We have been in communication with the league office and are in the process of gathering more information. We have no further comment until this time, Philadelphia Eagles spokesperson said. It remains unclear why it took until February of 2023, days before the Super Bowl, for charges to be laid. That's what I'm wondering. Okay? And then the interpretation of the charges that are on there, okay? It could be as bad as your mind can allow it to be. Or it could be a case of, I withdraw my consent. Which, we've seen this play out way too many times for me to immediately jump to the conclusion that this guy did it. Let's see if there's any, indication that he's done anything. Okay. Sills went to high school in Meadowbrook, Ohio. Playing college football, first at West Virginia between 16 and 19, went to OK State in 2020 and 2021. His parents, John and Kim, made headlines in 2021 after an article revealed that they had traveled to every single one of their son's game, bar one, racking up over 232,000 miles in their 2013 Nissan Altima. So it sounds like he comes from... I've got concerns because, not saying it doesn't happen, but this doesn't look like a kid that went to, scholarship to a big school. Like, West Virginia is nothing to scoff at, and OK State's pretty good too. Comes from a good, solid family. Something's not quite adding up, but then at the same time, hey, if there's actual legitimate evidence and this guy did it, well, he's going away, and hopefully his parents have that same Nissan Altima and it's able to get down to the prison. But sans evidence at this point in time, innocent until proven guilty, man. That's my standard, and hopefully that's yours as well. I will wait to hear the evidence. So, until such a point in time, I thank you all very much for the gift of your time. I've been Don Consuelo. I want you to follow your gut and get after it. Take care, everyone.